Hey, how you doing? I said, how you? Well, what up?
All units, mission is still on target. Good work. Our troops are close to securing the battle. Reserve nothing.
I need a medic! Medic! I got you! I knew you had my back!
The NFL is on EA Sports as we bring you a look inside Highmark Stadium here at Orchard Park, New York. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Buffalo Bills.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
And we are underway in Buffalo. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
But right away, they'll change the look. Allen going to go to the air right away. And that one complete to his receiver, Palmer. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
That's a good start to the ball game. Maybe a little bit of a tone setter offensively. They come out throwing right away, and it's an early completion and a quick first down.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
319.
To the air, Allen. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
7 yards there and a 1st down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Alert, alert, alert. Half 10. What's that?
Here's Allen. Right back to Cook for another completion. It'll be a gain of 5. And it's 2nd down. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
Allen going to run with it. That's completed right side to Palmer. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That's good for a 1st down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy. But they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Allen to throw once more. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Now a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. And that is incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Allen again. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
For the Bills field goal. A 43-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. So the flag is for roughing the kicker, a big 15-yard penalty.
And I'm not sure that was the time to go all out after the kicker. Plenty of time left in this game.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down at will.
1st down. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Cook is in. Touchdown, Bills. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he will be taken down here as the 1st quarter of play will come to an end. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
It's a gain of 25 yards. 1st down, Philadelphia.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Dallas Goedert. Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10. They'll run for the 1st time with Saquon Barkley. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
That's
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll give it to Barkley off the option play. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now Hurts is going to do it himself. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
Alert! 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 Stop!
Now Allen. Shakir hauls it in. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other.
2nd and 5 at the 48-yard line.
2nd and 5. Allen. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
This pass hauled in by Dotson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Here's a fake on the jet sweep as he'll go instead with Barkley. Still going inside the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley, 53 yards. And the Eagles are on the board here in the final minute of the first half.
Jake Elliott.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
7. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Brown 80. It's out.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Brandon Cooks. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Brandon Cooks, 77 yards. And the Bills will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And not a good return at all. Down inside the 10, all the way back at the 7.
7-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here. From left side, it's complete. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
That's good for Eagles.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Eagles first down. A gain of 14. First down, Eagles.
Hey, let's go. Trimmer.
Hurts. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 43-yard line. 65 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Great. Jerry, set. No touch.
On the sneak, it's Hurts. And he is going to have an Eagles first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
It's been a good drive so far. They just wanted to keep it going, so they call low-risk, low-reward play. No one's worried about picking up big yardage here. Quarterback sneak, keep the chains moving, and pick up another first down.
And that, nearly picked off. Well, it would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's second down.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Hurts going to move him around.
Hey, Silver. No touch.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Now Hurts, he's going to do it himself. Gets this to Saquon Barkley out of the backfield. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's another Eagles first down. A gain of 7 and an Eagles first down.
A first down carry for Barkley. Dances by him. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
The kick is good.
Elliott good on the extra point. And we are tied at 14.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer. Because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game. Because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
56. Look out.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Open man is Palmer. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
5, Josh Palmer. It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Throwing now is Allen. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They convert on third with a gain of 22. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Here's second and 10.
319. What's that?
On play action, Allen. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
So they'll try to move the ball closer here on third down. A field goal from this spot would be just inside of 60 yards, 59 to be exact. Here's Allen to throw it. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down. Allen gonna throw. He'll try to do it himself. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Palmer, 42 yards. And the Bills answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14.
Eagles 14.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
This is first and 10.
No touchdown.
They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And he'll manage to pick up. About 4. It's second down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Great.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. This one complete down the field to Goddard. And he is going to get out of bounds with the first down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
Great. Set. I know you want it. No touchdown. No touchdown.
A handoff to Barkley on the option. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Great. Set. No
That's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. A little bit of a backbreaker right there. You're down close, one-score game, trying to push the ball down the field and score, and you throw a pick six.
And sometimes you take a little bit of a gamble when you're making your throws, right? Sometimes you press it a little bit more than maybe you wanted to because you want that score so badly. In this case, it cost them.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Yo, throw set. Hey, let's go. Trim it.
Hurts now hoping to make up for that pick six. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Taylor Rapp with a pick. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
Regular. Half 85. What's that?
And Allen is actually going to throw it here. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Reggie Gilliam, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Bills tack on another score as they have dominated this fourth quarter. So now Allen and the Bills going to stay out and go for two.
The Bills are lining up for a
They'll try and throw for it. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
makes the score Bills 36, Eagles 14. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
35-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. But probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they were down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the right number wrong. They were held back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
Now, throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers. So a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
And he wisely will throw that one away. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch.
Hey, let's go.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on fourth. Here's 1st and 10.
Get it.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
6 more yards.
The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
At the 17-yard line.
Here's Hurts to throw. He finds him again, Saquon Barkley. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Eagles have got it back to a two-score game here in the fourth. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And they don't get it. They tried for the two-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
Eagles 20.
So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. So Allen's going to look to throw. Allen going to run with it. And it's incomplete. We're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Buffalo.
Known for some incredible wings and one of the league's most passionate fan bases. We're just outside of Buffalo at Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park, New York. Coming up, a highly anticipated contest between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Buffalo Bills.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Jake Elliott is out and ready to kick this one away. And off we go from Highmark Stadium. On the return, here's Ray Davis. He stopped on the run back at the 27.
7-yard line.
All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. First tone of the game for James Cook. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Brought down by Jalen Carter.
A gain of 2.
Following that little 2-yard
Brings up
run,
second
it's
and
2nd and 8.
At the 28-yard line.
Alert! What is that?
From the shotgun, it's Allen. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down after a short gain.
A whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front needed to give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
Regular. Look out!
Allen on 3rd and short. Flushed out of the pocket. Eagles are on it, and down he goes. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
All right, here's one of our game's first big risks. The offense lining up to go for it on their own side.
Ready! Sunday! Alert! Out!
The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first time out. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. They're bringing out Mitch Wisnowski to punt it away on 4th. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10.
Crowd left Yeti! On anyone else? Hey, easy, 63, bad! Delta!
Play action. Hurts has it. Oh, he puts some air under this one. Right side. That's grabbed inside the 30. He does it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Eagles will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Bills nothing. Jake Elliott to kick off.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. On the return, here comes Davis. And this drive will start inside the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Working from the gun, it's Allen. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
From the 24 once again, it's 2nd and 10. Back to the air, Allen. Buys time, rolling right. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up third down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
Allen on third down. Buying some time right. That's caught for the first. And he's going to be brought down in enemy territory now at the 46. That one hits for 30. And the Bills have a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Allen going to throw again. Here's a screen for Cook. Good defensive effort here. Drives him back across midfield onto their own side.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, well, that defense creates a negative play and sets him back behind the sticks.
To throw again, it's Allen. Escapes the pocket. Rolling and takes a deep shot down the middle. A risky throw, and they're going to intercept it. Picked off by Marcus Epps. And the Eagles are finally tackled after a big return. They're going to have the football beyond their own 30 following the turnover. You've set it downs for him from the 31. They run it with Saquon Barkley. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is second and 10. Here's another carry for Barkley. And he gets him around 6 there. Tackle made by Cole Bishop. So they'll get to scheme about this third down call for a bit. That brings us to the end of one. 7-0 is our score. We'll return to Highmark Stadium in just a moment. Ready now for our second quarter. The Eagles have the football. They're looking down a 3rd and 3. They go play action. Here's Hurts. Finds his back. Here's Barkley. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Here's first and 10 from the 47. Now he's hit, Hurts fumbles. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. All right, so in the end, it's a play for no gain, Brock, although we did have plenty of excitement along the way. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up second and 10. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better ball security than that.
Good defensive effort here. Drives them back across midfield onto their own side. Offense in the hurry up here.